In a dilapidated house at the end of a quiet suburban street, two siblings, Madeline and Oliver, lived in a world filled with shadows and uncertainty. The peeling paint and creaking floorboards told stories of neglect, but within those walls, the bond between the pair had created a sense of warmth that the absence of parents could hardly diminish. They were orphans, navigating life in the remnants of a once happy home, relying on each other for comfort and companionship. One rainy afternoon, as the sound of droplets pattered against the roof, Oliver stumbled across a letter tucked beneath a loose floorboard while searching for their few missing toys. The envelope was yellowed with age, sealed with a deep red wax that bore the symbol of a Cayden foundation. Hesitantly, he broke the seal and unfolded the crisp parchment, revealing an ornate script that beckoned them into a world previously unknown. "Dear Madeline and Oliver," it began. "It is with a sense of duty and hope that I write to you. You have inherited the wealth of your late Uncle Cayden, who left this world too soon. In order to claim this inheritance, you must embark on a journey of riddles and discovery. Within these tests, you will learn not only of your uncle's legacy, but of the family you never knew." The letter detailed their first riddle, referencing a location in their old neighborhood that resonated with childhood memories. A twisted oak tree by the old playground. A surge of excitement rushed through them. This was more than mere fantasy, it was a real opportunity to change their lives. As the sun began to set, they made their way to the playground, the air filled with nostalgia. Underneath the gnarled roots of the oak, they uncovered a small, weathered box. Inside was the second riddle, leading them to find a person who had known their uncle. The mention of Patricia, an old artist who was said to have painted portraits of the wealthy, ignited curiosity. With the box safely tucked away, they set off in search of Patricia, who lived in a cottage filled with canvases and memories. When they arrived, her eyes sparkled with recognition as the pair recounted the contents of the letter. She smiled warmly and revealed more about Uncle Cayden, describing him as a gentle soul who once flourished in a world of affluence, but later became tormented by loss, the loss of his sister, whom he had spent decades trying to locate. "Your uncle was a man of great heart," Patricia said, her voice laced with sadness. "But he was surrounded by deceit. His closest associates saw only opportunity, stripping him of everything he loved." The next riddle led them to the library of his former estate, where they uncovered a hidden cache revealing a collection of documents that bore witness to their uncle's desperate search for their mother. Each clue they pieced together added layers to a story that connected them through time and loss. Eventually, they tracked down a man named Gregory, their uncle's lawyer and one of his few loyal friends, who, upon their arrival, wore a grave expression. He had witnessed the terrible schemes unfold and was deeply ashamed of how their uncle had been manipulated. "Your uncle died with your mother's name on his lips," Gregory confided. "He never found her, though he searched tirelessly. But the day he passed, the weight of betrayal became too much. His associates, those who swindled him, began to suffer horrifying fates, even after his death." Intrigued and unsettled, Madeline and Oliver listened as he recounted the strange accidents that had befallen those untrustworthy associates. One by one, they faced calamities, some leading to tragic conclusions, as if their uncle's spirit was exacting justice from beyond the grave. "No one knows why this happened or how," Gregory continued. "But I believe that Uncle Cayden's soul has finally found peace, having reached out to you both, even from beyond death." In their quest for the truth, the children encountered not just the riddles but also the threads of their family's legacy, each revelation entwining them deeper with the memory of their uncle. As they clutched the document, Gregory announced, "This is it. This letter addressed to you conveys your inheritance. For his entire life, your uncle believed he had lost everything, and yet, in death, he finally found a way to connect with you." The weight of loss turned into a beacon of hope as Gregory laid out a plan to guide Madeline and Oliver into a new life. Despite the loneliness they had known, they were thrust into the world of possibility. The frail fingers of their past were being loosened, and in their hearts grew the promise of a brighter future. As they sat together with Gregory, the conclusion of the mystery brought warmth that filled the dilapidated house and echoed through their lives. Together, they vowed to make their uncle proud, forging a path illuminated by the love he held for them, despite the circumstances that kept them apart for so long. And in the end, it wasn't just about the inheritance, it was about finally belonging, about family, and the hope their uncle had, even from the shadows of his demise.
Hey, cool mystery lovers! Do you have a friend who loves a good mystery? Share the link to this story with them, and if you haven't already, please share, like, and subscribe to the Sweet Mystery channel. Till the next mystery, stay sweetly mysterious.